right, so one of the neat features about this that they showed us at Outdoor Retailer was this is the, instead of the normal sleeve that a tent packs into, this is almost like a tortilla that this thing wraps in like a burrito, but it has these tie-outs on it, and you can use this outside your tent, outside the vestibule, to be like, you can put your boots on it, your backpack, all that kind of stuff to keep things dry and off the ground, which is really neat. It's a multi-purpose element there, besides just wrapping up the outside of the tent. So, tent stakes, this is what comes with. We haven't replaced it with titanium or anything like that. These already feel lightweight. Let's see what our tent stakes look like. Yep. Okay. So we got these guys right here. They feel light. I think those are just aluminum. So those are going to be the aluminum stakes. Undo that. Roll her out. So here we got our poles. I think this is going to be the fly. Oh, this is going to be the fly. I'm not sure. This one looks to be the fly. Okay, so let's put that to the side. So this is a two-person tent. Yeah, this is right. Two-person tent. So you can see the width, footprint wide. It's about 4 feet wide. Snug. This feels nice and light, which is nice. I've got a one-person that I backpacked with, and I would say that this is maybe close to the same weight. Not much more at all if it is. Okay. So let's get this to the side. All right, so we got the thing put together. Really impressed with how lightweight it is, and these big kind of horseshoe posts in there really open it up inside, and we'll take a little video with that inside. Now this, obviously the structural integrity of this relies on, because these two middle arches kind of point out a little bit. So the structural integrity of the tent relies on you really getting a firm footing with those tie points in the bottom to stretch it out. But otherwise, I mean, I'm pretty impressed with this thing. We'll show you inside just how big it is compared to some of the other, one or two person backpacker tents. So let's go ahead and get in there and show you. So obviously this isn't staked out, so it doesn't have the full volume that it normally would, but nice high space in here. You can comfortably sleep two in there once you get it all staked out. And overall, I'm pretty impressed with this thing. I like one myself. So this is the Maxfield 2 for a two-person tent from Klymit. Obviously, we're going to give away, as we mentioned in the last video, the Klymit sleeping pad, and we've got one more surprise for you. But this is the Maxfield 2 tent. So this is going to the winner. Make sure to go sign up at equiptoendure.com/Christmas. All right, so why a tent in the wilderness pack? So I know that bushcrafters love just going out with a tarp, but the problem with that, if you go watch their videos, is if they're trying to stay out overnight, particularly if it's cold or windy, they're having to figure out some way to jerry-rig a closure to keep the wind out. And with a tent, or the elements as well, that's another big thing. So they're walking all over the place, collecting all their duff and their branches and their leaves to try to fill in those pockets, and they usually still have an open face. A tent's an all-in-one enclosure. So you may or may not like that. I like that if I'm gonna go somewhere where there's inclement weather. If you wanna do the thing where you just fly a tarp and you have open breeze and it's a nice evening that's not too cold, that's totally fine. But a tent is really nice to be that all-in-one shelter. So again, here is, instead of trying to stuff it down inside a normal stuff sack, you just wrap this over the top, you clip it closed, and then we do it from the other side with these ends that roll over the top. This is a really smart idea. Okay, and then the same thing on the other side. Just roll this over the top. Multi-use enclosure, I like it a lot. And then just snap to closed, and you are good to go. Just by quick way reminder, the reason we set up down here in the basement is we're trying to keep this thing in as like new condition as possible instead of taking it out and accidentally tearing it or something or scuffing it out, because we want the winter to have this thing like brand new. So there it is. That's the Maxfield 2 tent from Klymit. Really impressed with that. I might want one of these myself. We have one more surprise for you. Here is the Klymit KSB 20. This is a 3-season sleeping bag that we're going to throw in with the wilderness kit. Like we mentioned before, we're trying to put together a complete kit for you for the wilderness as well as EDC. So here's the last piece of the sleep system. We've got the ground pad, we've got the inflatable mattress that goes on top of it, we've got the actual tent, and then the sleeping bag. So you are ready to rock and roll. So let's go ahead and open this guy up. This is the stuff sack. We're just gonna clip this one side, pull it out, and try to keep these, if you don't know this already, particularly with reel down, I think this is synthetic, but when you have these at home, try to keep them hung up. You don't want to keep them compressed because then it compresses the insulation in there and can kind of kill it. So make sure to hang this thing up when you get it. Oh, that just feels nice. So if I recall, the main feature about this is it's adjustable. Yep, there it is. So down here towards the foot box, if you're familiar with sleeping in sleeping bags, if you're short or if you don't fill it up, that dead space down in there can kind of get a little chilled because you're heating this bag with your own body heat. So if you want to cinch up that foot box a little bit closer to you so there's not so much space, if you're shorter, you can take that little toggle and there's these little tie-offs. And so you can push them right through those little tie-offs. Of course, I'm struggling on camera. And that takes up some of that space, so you have less space to heat and it stays a little more comfy, cozy. Plus it kind of layers up on itself, which makes it even nicer. So this would be for, you know, if you're a shorter guy or gal or a kid, this might be a great bag for you. And that just feels sumptuous. That synthetic fiber in there feels nice. Okay, so let me go ahead and hop in this thing and show you what it looks like. While I've got my shoes off, I wanted to point out these -33 socks. -33 sent us a bunch of stuff, and holy cow, they are really nice. Wool material, made in America, check them out. We'll have another video later on them, but just thought I'd point those out. So let's slide down into this bag, mummy style. And it's just what you'd expect. Now, this is another cool feature on this bag. The baffles have elastic that run laterally, side to side. And what that does, remember how we talked about kind of closing up that space around you so you have less space to heat? Those elastic baffles kind of pull in around you, not too hard, it doesn't feel like I'm being squeezed. That gets rid of that extra airspace, so it's less to heat, stays warmer. I also really like, if you've ever had the joy of pulling your zipper up and snagging it on the material and then trying to back it all out when you're trying to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, it's not fun. This is a really neat zipper. It's got a very wide Y on the front to kind of help prevent that material from getting snagged in there. That's a nice, nice feature. So here we go, pulling it up. We're gonna get all nestled down in here. Oh, and then it also has the liner baffle around the zipper so the air doesn't escape there. Oh, this really goes up high. Woohoo! All right, there it is. So you can see down here, my feet, that kind of elastic kind of pulled the bag in around me. Already getting toasty in here, so that's what you'd expect from a good quality sleeping bag. So there it is. Now I gotta go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. All right, Merry Christmas, everyone. So I just want to wrap up real quick the Christmas giveaway, the EDC kit, the Wilderness kit, and the knife for third place. So the Addicts 25 from VanQuest, we'll put a link right up there for you. Really cool little bag. I want one of these myself. I've said that a lot with this stuff, but that's because it's good stuff. So in the bag, we've got Ignic foot warmers, hand warmers, toe warmers, in case you're in a cool climate there. For our blade portion of our bricks, you, my friends, are getting Giant Mouse knives, the Ace line. They're really awesome. Riv model. This is the blackout version. I think this is the blackout titanium version. Really, really nice little knife. So that's going to be in the kit for you. We're going to open this bad boy up. You got a 100-foot hank of Survivor Cord XT. We've got the sleeping bag. It's the emergency bag from Titan Survival. Yuko sent you a Fire Steel and Striker for it. We've also got from VanQuest the this is the Fat Pack for your medical kit. We've got some dude wipes. And then the final piece of it is, again, the Vargo, the awesome Para bottle, 32-ounce titanium bottle for you. And this all fits snug and tight down to this Addicts 25. It's a great bag, really well thought through. Really cool if you work in the city or just want, or even if you're traveling, to take it on the plane with your stuff. So this is all going in there. This is the complete EDC kit. Big thank you to the sponsors who threw in for this. So let's set that to the side. Next we have the Wilderness kit. This is the Kelty Red Wing 50 backpack. As I mentioned, again, check out the video. I really love the pass-through pockets on the side because that's where I like to carry my axe and my saw. I carry my bit down, but this is a pretty big sheath on there. You may want to try something else there for yourself. So there's the kit, really nice bag, lots of space. Inside, again from Bargo, you get the bot bottle with the bot bowl and the bot hanger, titanium cook and drink kit. You get a 100-foot hank of Survivor XT cord from Titan Survival. We got the dude wipes, the Bargo pot hanger. Let me talk about the axe real quick. Amazing piece of kit. Thank you, Council Tool. This is their 28-inch velvet cut boys axe with their special sheath and sling that comes with it. Really, really nice piece. That's an heirloom axe. Agawa Canyon threw in their 24-inch Boreal saw. We've also got the Fat Pack. This is the bigger version for your medical kit. And we've got the Fiddleback Forge Bear Paw. So as far as your trio of bushcraft goes, you have your knife, you have your saw, you have your axe, you're good to go. And then finally, for third place, we've got the Budgie from Buck Knives. Really great little piece of kit, very technical little knife, technical looking. So that's your third place. So go to equiptoendure.com/Christmas, enter your email address in there, and that's all you have to do to enter. Now there are 3 prizes. There's gonna be the Wilderness Kit, the EDC Kit, and the Buck Budgie. Now, whoever wins, we're gonna notify you, and you have your pick of if you want the Wilderness Kit and the EDC Kit. We assume you're gonna pick the Wilderness Kit, but that's up to you. Then we'll notify the other 2 winners. So this should make for a really happy Christmas for a few of our great fans at Equip to Endure. We'd like to thank you. We'd like to thank the sponsors who made this possible for throwing in these great items, these great pieces of kit. So hope you enjoy it. Merry Christmas to you. Thanks for joining us on this little journey. And we'll get back at you soon with more videos. Next year, we're gonna try to get out and do more of those long form camping type videos that have been requested. And until next time, in OMNIA PARATUS.